Szép jó hajnalt mindenkinek. Thorin vagyok. Ez pedig az Outer Worlds folytatása. Lássuk. Megérkeztünk a Monarchra. Hol van ennek a bejárata, vagy ez csak így jelzi, hogy majd arra felé lesz? De talán itt nekem valahol föl kéne ugrálnom a cuccokra. Oké. És ennek hol a le? Azt a sarkot nem néztem meg. De felteszem őt. Akarom én azt.
That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you call a logical deduction.
Ouch.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Yeah.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Ooh.
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I've got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
És anélkül nem lehet megélni. Legyen az bármi is.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? And if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Váratlan esemény. No, halljuk.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tosswell poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Yeah. Oké. Erre tudunk menni. Meg inkább sem erre. Oké. Némi friss loot. Új hely, új loot. Új mi egyéb. Akarok veled duncsizni.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
Oké, Yacht Club.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Azt a hajat.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Jól hangzik.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Nope. But a man can dream.
Helyes.
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you? Not since Amber Heights.
Huh.
These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
Ooh. No.
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Oké. No, nyalóka.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. Don't interrupt. It's rude. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? You think this is drunk? I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Mi van, ha nem?
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the money, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Na jó. Valahonnan random kellene szereznünk random bogyókat neki. Még ha nem is érdemli meg. Oké. Egyel több ilyen nyitókütyű. De fenn mit találunk? Random embereket? De innen nehéz lesz lopni így. Oké, hát ez nem egy nagy loot, de ingyen van. No, hát kerítsünk nyalókának bogyót. Meg persze nézzünk körbe. Lol. Így léptünk szinte csak úgy. Akarok ebbe? Nem is tudom. Egy kis hack. Semmi extra.
Please, will someone help me? My boys... Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Whoopsie.
Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Na jó.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road
Hol a
south of
máshol?
town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Oké. Random hátsó. Oh, hello. Egy random lángszóró itt hentereg. Mert mi más lenne itt? Hát érdem úgy, hogy ez a...
Could I get another exam, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Ja.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Did you hear that power play, Celia? We don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hihetetlen észrevétel.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
Yeah.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Yeah.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager.
Ouch.
Any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Ja.
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Yeah, még több vadászat. Nincs elég érzékelésünk. Úgy látom.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Ooh. No. Hekkeljünk. Vagy... Hát ez semmi. Ez nagy büdös semmi volt. Ez meg a beilletve kijárat. A vendor az hasznos, XP. Miért van itt egy üres épület?
Wouldn't mind smelling like Saltuna.
Oké, végtelen épületek. Na, egy hasznosnak tűnő kütyű. Robbantani valók. Dolgok, amiket ki lehetne lopni, ha lenne mivel. Kedves. Egyúttal jelzi a méreteket. Oké, és próbáljunk felsompolyogni oda. Oh, hello! Vajon hova vezet? No. Egy kis titok, egy kis érdekesség. A végtelen büdös hal. Nem visz előrébb. No. És mi van, ha fölmegyünk? Egyelőre még csak kóricálunk mindenfelé. Többnyire cél nélkül. Oké. Ezek szerint a hölgyeménnyel kellett volna dumcsiznunk. Ahelyett, hogy megyünk tovább, de hát ez van, így alakult.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky. No.
De hát ez van. De nem azt szeretnénk, hogy kimenjünk. Hanem... hát ha már megszereztük, akkor szállítsuk le. Annyiból előrébb vagyok. Legyünk jó fejek.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Az is valami. Jó, és akkor... Duncan. Oda hogy jutok el című kérdés. Nem olyan bonyolult. Aha. De eléggé, mert ki kéne venni. Nyalókának szerezzük meg a cuccait.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work.
I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Oké. Azt mondják, hogy itt van egy hulla. Oké. No hát, megvizsgáltuk a hullaszobát. Teszel szívességet és távozol? Úgy látom, nem. No. Akkor... nem különösebben izgat fel.
Capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working...
Hello, dearie.
Ouch.
I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Ouch.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
Uh-huh.
Chin up, dearie.
No.
Almost capable of running a warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she...
Oké. De ezzel nem vagyok előrébb. Hát ha valamelyik ezekből segít, nem hiszem. Ahhoz meg, hogy ezeket elolvasassam azért. Oké. És teljesen véletlenül.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail? Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
Akár lehetne az is, de egyszerűbb volt ellopni. No. Megszereztük Nyalókának a kütyüt, úgyhogy örülhet, de persze utána elhagyjuk a francba.
You're back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above?
Valahol.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Ooh, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go. Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak.
Yeah.
It's south and west. Mostly follow the road till you're past Fallbrook, then look for caverns in the mountain. You ain't into spelunking, there's a western slope past Rotten River, but it's dangerous ground. A lot of things that'll want to eat you there. Good luck.
Kellemetlen. Ez még egy szint, csak úgy. Jól hangzik. Egy kis meggyőzés. Egy kis sompolygás. És egy jóféle perk. Azt hiszem... kg kapacitás. Az mindig jól jön. Sok extra loot. No. De még egy volt, ami azt hiszem itt bentre vezet, de lehet, hogy nem. Nem, ez se. No, hát akkor innen folytatjuk. Mára ennyi.